successful business. I hope it earns a lot of money, and that's about it.
Yeah, so ever since I was a little kid, I've been like infatuated with selling stuff. Like I used to start lemonade stands. I used to go door to door selling stuff. I mean, ever since I was like 10 years old. I broke into e-com selling stuff online when I was in 8th grade. I started selling a product that was a sand repellent lotion. I built my own website, coded it myself, put the whole checkout in myself.
At 18 years old, Michael Satterley made $300,000 in a single month. But just 8 years earlier, he was a 10-year-old kid going door to door in Clifton Park, New York, struggling to get a single lawn mowing customer. One Instagram video changed everything, but that video was years in the making. This is the real story of how a teenager built a business empire from his bedroom.
Well, pretty much, yeah, because I'm here from 8 till 3, so essentially running the business from my bedroom to the classroom to back again, and it's an uphill battle trying to fit in school, business, homework, sport, all that other stuff, and trying to be a normal 17-year-old at the same time. If you could print that off by today.
Oh, and if you're into real business stories, hit that subscribe button. So Michael's from Clifton Park, New York. Small town, regular family, nothing fancy. At 10 years old, he decides he wants to make money. Not because his family's struggling or anything dramatic. He just wanted his own cash. Can't blame him, right? He grabs a lawnmower and starts knocking on doors in his neighborhood. Picture this scrawny kid trying to convince adults to trust him with their yard. Most people said no. Some probably didn't even open the door. But here's the thing. He didn't stop after them. First day, or even the first week, he kept going back out there. Did he make bank? Nope. Did he learn that rejection is just part of the game? Absolutely. Throughout middle school and high school, Michael kept trying different business ideas. And I'm not talking about lemonade stands. He was actually trying to build real things. Most of them tanked. Lost money, went nowhere, the whole deal. But each time something failed, he'd figure out what went wrong and try something else. Then he hit on something called Soulfully, basically 3D printed accessories for shoes. This one actually worked. He built it up to over 100,000 Instagram followers and started making real sales. More importantly, he learned how online business actually works, how to run a store, how to talk to customers on social media, how to handle shipping and returns.
Yeah, so obviously here I got a ton of 3D printers, which means I got so much diversity. I could make so many different products, so many different companies. So my plan in the future is to find super viral products online, market it on social media, and then manufacture myself in my own warehouse.
All that stuff you don't think about until you're doing it. In high school, Michael took a design class where they taught 3D printing. Now, most kids took that class and made little trinkets or whatever. Michael saw something different. He realized he could design something on his computer tonight, print it tomorrow morning, and if it sucked, redesign it and print it again tomorrow night. No waiting weeks for a factory in China. No ordering 1,000 units up front. He looked at stuff people already buy, like those Yeti drink holders everyone's obsessed with, and asked himself what could be better. And he came up with this idea for a can holder, where when you slide a new can in, the old empty one just drops out the bottom. He called it the Cruise Cup, with a tactical reload feature. Sounds cool, works smooth, and honestly, it's just fun to use. Here's where it gets real. He posts it, and it absolutely blows up. 50 million views. Not a typo. 50 million people watch this video of a drink holder. Comments everywhere. People tagging their friends, sharing it to their stories. His website crashed from all the traffic. Now, Michael came clean later and said parts of the video were staged to make it look cooler. He wasn't actually crushing drinks that fast, but that's kind of the point, right? He made content that people wanted to watch and share. That's what social media is about. November 2025, 1 month, $300,000 in sales. All from his Shopify store. All from people seeing that video and thinking, I need that. But here's what people miss. That video didn't just magically make him successful. He'd been building the business for years. He had the printers ready. He had the website set up. He knew how to handle orders. When the video went viral, he could actually deliver. That's the difference between a flash in the pan and a real business. Let's talk about what Michael did that you can actually use. First, he started cheap. He didn't take out a massive loan or max out credit cards. He bought printers he could afford, worked from home, and grew as he earned money. You don't need a ton of cash to start anymore. Second, he didn't wait until everything was perfect. Version 1 of the Cruise Cup probably wasn't as good as what he sells now. But he got it out there, made money, got feedback, and made it better. Most people never start because they're waiting for perfect. Perfect never comes. Third, social media is free advertising if you make content people actually want to see. Michael's viral video didn't cost him anything to make or post. One good video did more for his business than a Super Bowl ad could have done. Fourth, listen to your customers. When people told him what they wanted, he gave it to them. Sounds obvious, but most businesses guess what people want instead of just asking. Michael failed a bunch before this worked. The lawn mowing thing, mostly a flop. Other business ideas didn't go anywhere. Even Soulfully, which was decent, wasn't making him 300 grand a month. By the way, he's now running 130 3D printers in a warehouse, and he's planning to launch stainless steel versions of his products next year. The kid who couldn't get lawn mowing clients is now running an actual manufacturing operation. Michael Satterley is 18. He's making more in a month than a lot of people make in a year. But it took him 8 years of trying, failing, and learning to get here. If you've been thinking about starting something, whether it's a business, a side hustle, or just a project, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start with what you've got, learn as you go, and don't quit when it gets hard. Because it will get hard. Michael's proof that you don't need a revolutionary idea or a trust fund. You need persistence, willingness to fail, and the ability to learn from those failures. So what's your thing? What are you going to start working on today? If this story got you thinking, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. We're covering real people building real businesses. No fluff. Drop a comment and let me know what business idea you've been sitting on. Maybe it's time to actually do something about it. See you in the next one.